Prepare to die. Oh, wait. Oh, but there's people. Pecker. Never mind then. Here. My little iPad shut down. I'm a talker. You guys are just going to take it. This may be more than one episode, I think. Okay, now we're done with the childhood stuff, family life. How did you meet your wife? So I met her in college, and I saw, I could make this could be a 30-minute long video, and actually I've talked about this in a video before of how I met my wife. But, let's see, string, you're out of here. But basically, I saw her in college. She was on the tennis team, and I saw her walking across campus. Saw her walking across campus, and I was love at first sight for me. I was like, whoa. I had just broken up with a girl, and I was kind of like, I've been going through that kind of, that point. Oh, I didn't get my thing, did I? Going through those times where you're like, oh man, I feel so bummed out, blah blah blah, and I saw her, man. I was like, who was this last girl? Who? But I didn't talk to her. It was the end of the semester, and summer was starting. But I thought about her all summer, and I was telling my friend, we were hanging out. He had like his parents had a little sailboat, and we were hanging out on a sailboat. And I said, dude, that girl, I don't know what her name is. I don't know where she's from. Taking a sip of coffee. But when school starts, I'm going to talk to that girl. I'm going to go out on a date with her. And I don't care what happens, but that's going to happen. Get shot. Trick shots. And so sure enough, first day of school comes back. I'm driving around. I see her getting her stuff out of someone's car, and like a friend of hers. And yeah, I stalked her basically. And I see you coming. Come here, Jiggler. Come here. There we go. Oh, hell. Ow. Run. So then finally I figured out where she lived because I'm a creep. No, I figured out her dorm because a friend of mine was in the dorm right next to her. Boy, things are... Is there someone else shooting at me? And so I hung out with my friend outside of her dorm just so I could hang out with her and like catch her coming into her dorm. And sure enough, I did. And chickens, y'all scaring me. And I was playing my guitar. I'm pretty terrible at a guitar, but I could play it. And she asked me to play something popular because she's Bulgarian. And I did, and she liked it. She didn't. I played a Beck song. That's not exactly popular, but she enjoyed it. And so yeah, after that, like I just started talking to her a little bit, and then I asked her out just to go, go to like a band or something. I can't remember what it was. And she was like, yeah, sounds good. And, oh, there's a witch out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm not going to mess with you. Oh, yeah, flowers. So yeah, that was that. That's how I met her. And we started dating. And that's been, oh, there's some that I haven't seen before. And that was kind of the history. We've been together. Let's see, if this is 2013... In November, actually, I will be at Mindcon. Our anniversary is November 5th. I will be at Mindcon. Gimme. But we'll have been married for, I think, 14 years. And we've been together for like 18. Do I have these? I do. I'll grab one more. And boy, not a day goes by that I'm not thankful. That's like the best things that ever happened to me is finding my wife and falling in love and being together. Okay, this one we have, so we're good on the. Oh, but I could use a couple more. And then someone asked, how did I propose? Oh no. Hold up. Where you going? There you go. I think the server needs a reboot, like something fierce. How did I propose? Well, that one is a little bit less romantic. So we had plans of going to Bulgaria, where she's from, and getting married. But unfortunately, we were living in Nashville. We'd been together for like 4 years or something like that, and we found out because she's Bulgarian, her student visa, she was allowed to be in the States for 1 year after being in the States after she graduated, and that year was up, and so she had to go back or get a visa to actually stay here, a permanent visa, and the only way really to do that was to get sponsored by a company, which no one ever does that. No companies are that dumb. Or you get married. And we were planning on getting married anyway, but we realized if we got married in Bulgaria, she wouldn't be able to come back. And so I'd have a wife off in another country. And that was no good. So we're on the phone, I'm at work, she's at work. And we're talking about it, and I was like, well, I guess we should go ahead and get married. And she's like, yeah, I think so. And I'm like, well, do you wanna do it next weekend? And she's like, yeah, I think we have to because my visa expires, yada yada yada. And I'm like, all right. So, where? There you are. Oh, there's two of them. Get dead. Oh, foof. Okay, no worries. I have potions. Not on my watch, buddy. Here. And so that is the most non-romantic proposal story in the entire world. But that's, we're just kind of sometimes we're just a little backwards that way, right? She got engaged, but didn't get her an engagement ring until after we were married for a couple years, because then we could actually afford one that she wanted. So just funny stuff. But I will tell you this: it doesn't matter because you don't need to. We got married in a courthouse in Nashville. We did renew our vows after 10 years of marriage. We went to Bulgaria and renewed it. And so that was great. Oh, shoot. Run. Stop it. Stop being around me. So, but yeah, that's how I proposed. So, okay, hold up. I have to get in a safe spot here. Okay, my iPad. Are we planning on having a kid? So this one touches on the personal side, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna address it. So we've tried to have a kid, and I guess kind of without getting into too many gory details, everything's fine with me, and everything's fine with my wife, but she has what they call unexplained infertility, and they run tests, and they're like, everything seems fine. You seem great, but hey, jerk, you're burned. But for some reason, it just doesn't doesn't work. Yeah. Let me tell him. Probably me walking around new stuff. Oh, get dead. Just go ahead and die. So, you what? Yeah, I mean, we tried, we've gone to doctors and stuff about it, and it got to the point where, we really sat down, and the doctor's like, we could pump you full of this and do this test and et cetera, et cetera. And we really talked about it, and we did an evaluation of what is our goals in life and what's important to us. And we kind of, after a lot of soul searching, we kind of just decided that we didn't need kids to complete our life or to enrich our life. That's not something, some people are just like, oh, this is what I was put on the earth to do, to, like have a family and, carry on the legacy and yada, yada, yada. And, we talked about it and we're like, that's not us. There's other things that we kind of strive for, so that is, that's kind of where it landed. And so, we just decided, we're not going to have kids. So that was that. We're not broken up about it or, upset or anything at all. It's like, we're big believers in, the life just works the way it's supposed to, and we're just letting her go. Right. Okay. What things will change when you move to Bulgaria, and what 3 things will you miss the most? So I don't know about 3 things or what'll change the most. The 3 things for sure, or the things that will change and the things I will miss. Well, English is not the primary language there, so that's going to be a thing. And I am. I'm probably gonna have some issues with that after just, nonstop everywhere you go. The whole people coming up to you and saying, and you gotta sit there and go. In Bulgarian, I'm gonna have to, go over and over again. Oh, sorry, I don't speak Bulgarian. And so things are gonna be more of a hassle like that. That's one thing that I'm not looking forward to. I'm gonna miss the food. And I'm not gonna be, the typical American, like I need my hamburgers, and stuff like that. But Bulgaria is not a melting pot of cultures. So I mean, there's Chinese places, but it's Bulgarian Chinese made for Bulgarian people, And like, okay, maybe there's Italian, but you can't go run around and be like, oh man, I'm stuck up in here. And you can't go run around and be like, I sure do love me some Vietnamese food. Let's go get our Vietnamese on, because good luck, right? Good old fashioned Texas barbecue, or North Carolina barbecue, or Memphis barbecue, or Southern food, or any of that stuff is not going to be there for us. For me. But, this is the little things. I'm used to getting in my car and driving down to the Best Buy and looking at stuff, and we won't have a car there because we'll be downtown and we don't really need it. So that'll be an adjustment as well, but nothing that I'm really like nervous about. Like, it'll be an adjustment. Would you consider vlogging your trip or move to Bulgaria and while you're in Bulgaria? Yes, I would love to. I have to go look at some vlogs and figure out like what the format is, because I don't really know. Like, oh, donkeys. Hi, let's say hi to. Let's drag all these guys back to spawn. Hey, brothers. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. Y'all doing okay? Things good out here? Allow me to welcome you. Your brothers at Spawn at the Danger Zone Memorial, they send their regards. They're too cute. So I would love to do it. I just don't really know if I've got what it takes to do a good one, because it's like, what do you want to see? Type of thing. It's like, do you want to see me running around, trying to get groceries, or like, here I am on a plane type of thing. I'd love to do it. I just need to, get a better grip on what it is that I would be doing. So let's take a little F3. Yeah, I'm still not. And was this west? Oh, I'm east. Oh, interesting. I'm going in a big old circle. That's fine. Okay, so what do we got now? Are you taking your cat with you? Of course. And it has been such a pain because all these regulations and documents and shots and tracking devices, no exaggeration, like all sorts of junk I've got to do for this stinking cat. And he's 14 years old. And so we're sitting there going, man, we're going to bring this cat over and he's going to just be on his last leg, isn't he? We're going to get him all sorted and then he's just going to croak, which I don't want to have happen. I love this cat more than life itself. So let's see. Oh, the gym's hopped on. So let's see. What's next? What was your career path until becoming a YouTuber? Or if you didn't have one, what was your dream job? I did a lot of web analytics, and which means like you take a website, analyzing the traffic and what people are doing, how often they're on a certain page, and what their actions are when they do it, what the conversion rate is. Like if you run let's say you run a website that sells Mindcrack t-shirts, and you want to see how many people are going in and buying a shirt versus like how many people are visiting the site, and let's see, I think I'll go this way, and where are they dropping off, where are they having problems, and then also like if you change a button from green to red, does that positively or negatively affect things? Oh, I need to find a savanna, don't I? So we can get the acacia woods. I think that's how you say it. So yeah, that was it, and I was pretty happy with it. Wasn't happy with the company I was at because that sort of field is kind of like not a new field, but it's a field that is pretty non-standard. And so a lot of companies don't really see or understand the value in it. And so I would come to them and say, listen, I just found this page and 92% of the people drop off of this page, but it's a very important page. And they would go, well, okay, we're going to keep it as it is. So that was kind of frustrating. But don't have to worry about it because I'm a YouTuber now. All right, so that is the end. Speaking of YouTube, that's the end of the of like my life, my family type questions. And so now the YouTube questions. Now I will say there were a whole bunch of questions. Oh, hello, village. There were a whole stack of questions about like, how do you become a successful YouTuber? Like, what are the steps and what are your suggestions and all of that? And I think I'm going to keep that for a separate video and just address that stuff individually, because I have a lot of opinions on stuff and some good insight. Things regarding networks and that looks like it might be something over there. Things regarding networks and whatnot. spamming versus promotional tactics and things. So I'll probably do that in another episode. But why did you pick the name Generikb? This has been asked quite a bit, but I'll hit it again. Back in college, I was in a band, and my stage name was Sun T Bandits. And no, that was the name of the band, Sun T Bandits. My stage name was Generic Bluesman. That's what it was. And so I played not real drums. Okay, that's something I don't have yet. So there we go. Haha. I played the drums, which was actually like just a bunch of like cardboard boxes and junk. Now, what is this? This is considered plain, so I should be able to get this in the. Is this only you can only get it in new terrain, I guess. That's weird. And then I sang, but it was all just garbage. Like I beat on a bunch of boxes. Oh, that's a new one too. No, I have that. Get in my belly. What's wrong with you? There we go. And I sang into a gas mask that had a payphone speaker in it. So it was always like... But I went by Generic Bluesman for a while, and then on the internet, back in the day, IRC was basically the only thing to like chat with people. And so I would chat on the IRC, and I think I used EFnet was my jam. That's my jam. East. So weird. I am going back from whence I came. Right? Yeah. Huh. So I used Generic Bluesman, or I wanted to use Generic Bluesman, but it was too long. They only let like 8 characters or something like that. So it got shortened to Generikb, and then that's what I've been ever since. Generikb. And then I think the next question was, why am I called the Hermit? So my skin and everything, I created my skin. It got revamped, recolored by a fan, maybe a year or so. Yeah, it's been at least a year ago, I think. But when I first played, I got blown up by a creeper. And, oh, I see you over there trying to get me. I got blown up by a creeper, and I had no idea what was going on. Of course, you die and you get respawned. And I was like, I don't know what it is, so I restarted my game, and then I went underground, dug a hole, and then I was like, well, all the bad guys were up there. I didn't realize they could all, it was, oh. Okay, hold up. I didn't realize it was light dependent. And so, like, I was like, well, as long as I stay underground, I'm good to go. And so it was like I was a hermit. And so that's how I just kind of went on. And when I got on my first server with some friends, that's like I built underground, tried to keep it as whoa, horsies. Tried to keep it as, oh, there's a spider jockey, as like underground as possible. So it's just something I did. So that's how I became a hermit. Okay, let me get somewhere safe in these horses. No one will see me with these horses. Okay. Let me look at my list again. This is long, man. Will you ever have Redstone Wars tournament on the Mindcrack server now that Seth's joined? So for those of you who don't know, way back in the day, I did Redstone Wars, which was a themed redstone design competition. It would go head to head with people, and I actually went up against Seth, and I fared pretty well. He was really big at the time. I think he was like maybe 75,000 or something like that at the time. He was really big, which is funny to say because now he's like over 1 million. And I was like just a handful of thousands. It was like, I don't know, 3,000 or something silly like that. But he was super nice, and he was like, yeah, that sounds cool. I will not. I do have an idea for something on the server that is Redstone competition related. It's not Redstone Wars. But I also have something planned that I think you guys will enjoy. And that's all I'm going to say. My 500,000. Come on, get. Oh, my wife yelling. I hope you don't hear her back there. You hear that? They don't understand, man. I'm in a room with a door and soundproof blankets around me, and yet they still yell. Oh, hello. Don't die. Don't. Here we go. So, okay. So, most embarrassing YouTube moment. I have a couple. There's a witch. I'll stay away from you. I have a couple. One was, there's, one of my Outlast episodes, which I have to stop doing because I can't get this. The save game is on my desktop, and my desktop is heading to Bulgaria. I forgot to get it, unfortunately. I didn't chicken out or anything, but one of those episodes, I was so scared and like so sweaty and nervous that I had a face cam on. I picked my nose. It was a quick nose pick, but I totally picked my nose, and it went live. It's on there somewhere. And a couple people caught it. They're like, "Oh my God, you picked your nose." So that's pretty embarrassing. And I think I did that once on a live stream too, but that's not nearly as embarrassing. And I did an episode with Captain Sparkles. We did a little adventure map. Oh, we did a little adventure map, and I was like so excited and nervous. I was like, oh my God, like Captain Sparkles. He's a really cool guy. Oh shoot! Whoa! Anybody else see that? Oh my God, legit panic. Oh my God. Holy crap. Oh, no. You're dead. Shoot in the head. Yep, okay. Oh my God. Oh, the dangers. And I picked a short adventure map. I didn't want to waste his time. And found one that looked like it would be a lot of fun. And it was terrible. And I had set pretty much all of the server settings wrong and everything. And I just felt, I was like, oh man, what a joke. Like, how stupid of me. Here's this guy that, I mean, honestly, he doesn't care. But I was like, his time is valuable, right? And here I am, I just waste it. But he was super cool about it. And he was like, hey, like, if you ever want to do something again, like, we'll do it. I've been waiting for the right thing. I think I found something. I think you guys will really enjoy. But it's coming. It's a work in progress. So, okay, next. Do you enjoy playing the bad guy on the server? Yes, very much. And here's why. It's not a bad guy in the sense of I'm doing bad things to people. So I'll give you an example. Like I'm a big role player. I love role playing, and I'm heading for everything I can find that looks like it might be a savannah. Take a look at me stealing Ferris Mueller, right? Mule napping him. So I did that because I thought it would be funny, and it ended up. I know Paul Soares Jr. is also a big role-playing type of guy. Role-playing does not mean scripted. It does not mean fake. It's It's about playing a character, playing a role, and so that's what we were doing. Didn't really, you know. Oh, there's. Oh man, are we in circles? Cause I've seen those guys. We are in circles. I'm going this way. Dang it. Dag nabbit. What direction is this? South. Okay. That seems like a good direction to take. So even though I was the bad guy for taking Ferris Mueller, it gave Paul Soares Jr. an opportunity to do some fun, both of us to do some fun episodes together that are a little bit. Oh, okay. Server crashed. I'll be right back.